welcome to my world. Here today to review the Nanatsu taizai, 7 Deadly Sin, chapter 227. Alright. This chapter, before I even start, I gotta say this. Bond needs a power-up. Oh my gosh. Bond is losing to the skull, to the skull freaking monsters. Bro, Bond needs a power-up. Everyone is doing fairly well. Everyone is doing, like, if they are getting hit, it's not affecting them, but Bond is getting his ass wrecked. Bond needs a power-up. This is basically his arc, or his, like, little spot for a power-up. This is basically it's basically about him, basically. That's why at the end of the chapter, I thought that Bond was the one that was going to get possessed, not Diane. Why it was Diane, I don't know. But yeah, so chapter starts off. They're still fighting. You got Gother. He's trying to use Jack on them, and like stop them from moving. He's trying to use Jack on the legs, but it didn't work because Jack uses nerves. They don't have any nerves. It's pure hatred and grudges. You know what I'm saying? So that wouldn't work at all. So Gother, I'm not saying he's useless in this fight. I'm just saying he's useless in this fight. Basically, I'm pretty sure none of his attacks would work. Yeah, but and then like I said, Merlin pulled some shit out of her ass. She's like, "Step aside, let me do this shit." She got her sacred treasure, obliterated them. They were done. Donezo. Finito. Gone. Over. Again. She obliterated them instantly. And then you go over to King and Diane. Diane gets hit by one of the skull monster things. Like elbows her into like a building, so that just shows how strong they are. They're able to fucking elbow Diane into a building. Diane's huge as fuck, and they were able to do that. It didn't hurt her or anything, but it's still impressive. And then King, he didn't get pissed, but I know that shit irked him a little bit. So he activated the fourth form of the chassis fold, the sunflower. Oh my god, I love sunflower. Sunflower is so cool, and we see it's different. It looks like the fucking back of a Venusaur or some shit, nigga. Of a Bulbasaur or some shit. It's like a flower, and then it opens up just like before. But like unlike before, it's not like a huge ass like flower that sprouts out. It's like bigger with like the width is bigger, and then it opens up. It obliterates completely. It's not even a contest. Like Merlin obliterated like the top half. Bro, King obliterated. They're like dust at this point. Not even dust. Yeah. And Merlin's she's like, why are they losing? I'm like, they're losing because, and Melody's like, they're losing because it's destiny. Like the 7 Deadly Sins. Him and Merlin literally created the 7 Deadly Sins to fight against the freaking 10 Commandments. So it's only right that they would lose to them. Or it's only right, and they've had power up after power up after power up. Come on now, except for Bond, which is why I'm waiting for his power up. I want him to do something. And couldn't Bond just use like snatch? Couldn't he use like snatch and gain that power? But it's not really. It's like hatred and grudge. So I guess it would affect him in in a negative way. Yeah, cause I'm getting tired of seeing him getting his ass kicked by some fucking skeletons. I'm like, nigga, like Bond, come on now. You're better than this. You literally are better than this. Oh my gosh. But yeah. Then we got Escanor talking shit. He's like, oh, Foxen of greed. It's so shameful for you. I'm like, shut the fuck up, Escanor. I knew he was gonna do that shit. You saw how he had his glasses off. So fucking Escanor. You gotta see, because you got Escanor, and then you got the lion sin of pride, Escanor. And then Bond's like, shut the fuck up and stop being so calm and collected. And then he's like, yeah, but that's one of the perks of being the mighty. I'm like, oh my gosh, fucking, I like Escanor, I really do, but in this situation, I'm like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I'm mad because here's the thing, because Bond is the weakest sin right now. He literally is the weakest. I hate that. I really do. Because Bond has like the coolest power, honestly. He's like Because if you watch Full Metal Alchemist, you honestly like, who was your favorite? Who was your favorite homunculus? Greed, nigga. Like, come on now. And then I see Bond in this. I'm like, yo, nigga, they're like so similar. Like, how could that not be my favorite character? Like, come on now. But yeah, Bond, he just keeps getting his ass kicked. I understand he's immortal, but nigga, like, just because you're immortal doesn't mean you're gonna win every fight. You may have more stamina than some. Actually, that doesn't even guarantee stamina either. Shoot, what Bond needs in the power up, he needs durability, stamina, and obviously a magical increase and an increase in his ability. That's all he needs, and I guarantee, he will be stronger than Diane. He will be stronger than Gotha. He might even be stronger than freaking Merlin. I guarantee you. I guarantee it. He may maybe not Merlin. He may be somewhere close to King. I will give him that. He may be somewhere close to King. Yeah, but Merlin Skeeler, she's getting pissed. She's like flabbergasted and she's pissed. She's like, fuck it. So she decides to put the residual hatred from that's still around from all the dead bodies basically, and put them into the last I can't talk today. The last remaining skull. But didn't work. Not at all. You can't and Merlin said it the best. You can't put all of the power of someone who is going to be the next Demon King inside of a fucking skeleton. Like, it doesn't work like that. Nigga, like, what? Not possible. And yo, Meliskila, she gave a fucking One Piece face. She gave that Enel face. That Enel face, man. She was bugging. She was flabbergasted. She could not believe her eyes, man. And like, you just saw Escanor. He was just like, you didn't even see what he did. He was just he just had some soul. He just had like fire. That's all there was. Fire. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And then she comes to the conclusion. She comes to the conclusion that what she's going to do is gather up. No, not gather. She's gonna try and possess one of the sins. That's when Merlin's like, okay, everyone, gather your convictions and your strong will. Like, come on now. Like, we're about to be under like attack, quote unquote, kind of. She's about to put us under like control. She's trying to control one of us. And then King is talking to like Hellbram. And then King looks over to freaking Diane, and Diane is bleeding out of her eyes. Bleeding out of her eyes. Now, since it's a manga, I don't know if it was red or if it was black. It was probably black because, you know, demon, black, you know. It was probably black. And she was like, she was just like, had that vacant stare. She's like, can I kill all of them? I'm like, yo. And we go over to the boar's hat, and we see Elaine, and she's crawling out of bed. She senses everything. She's like, I don't want King to have to go through the same thing I don't want King and Diane to have to go through the same thing that me and Bond had to go through all those years ago. So she honestly can relate to that, because like you see it happen. It's like a generational thing. Like, you saw it happen with Ro and Gloxinia's sister. You saw it happen with Meliodas and Diane. You saw it happen. I mean, not Diane. Meliodas and Elizabeth. You see it happen with Bond and Elaine. If it happens with Diane and King, it's over. Like, cause like it keeps happening, and it's gonna have to stop eventually. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's like one of the most depressing things. So the two, who can relate the most? Elaine and Elizabeth. Like, they can relate the most, probably more than anyone, honestly. Okay, no, not more than anyone, but they have knowledge of it, so they can relate. And you see Elizabeth is back up. She's well, quote unquote, even though she's about to die like tomorrow. Yeah, so next chapter I can see Elizabeth going in. Yeah, because it's Elizabeth like from 3,000 years ago. So she's gonna put in work next chapter. This chapter is good. A lot of it. It made I always forget her name. It made the bitch look stupid. It made her look stupid, and I don't like her. So, you know, that's a plus. So this chapter, it was an 8 out of 10 automatically, you know? Marcella? Oh, it don't matter. She gonna die anyway, so it don't even matter. Yeah, but, yeah, this chapter, I'm still mad. I'm still mad because Bond has not gotten his power up. Bond needs a power up, and it's becoming more obvious every freaking chapter. I'm like, yo, Bond, get it together, man. Get your shit together. Like, this power up needs to happen within the next 5 chapters. It does, because Elaine is gonna go over to the battlefield with Elizabeth, and Bond's gonna be there, and Ursula's gonna be there. So all 3 of the cast is going to be there. If Bond kills her, and then could Bond steal a commandment's power? Could he? I mean, he steals their strength, but could he steal like ability? That would be a good aspect of his power if he could steal an ability. So I'm not saying he becomes a demon, but I'm just saying he could steal her ability to bring back souls. So Elaine could stay with Bond instead of having to die. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But tell me what you guys think. Do you think that Bond's gonna get the power up? How do you think Meliodas is gonna get out of the darkness that is what's going? Oh, and by the way, Meliodas, she is naked. I just noticed that. I know she's like always naked, but like I just noticed that. I'm like, why the fuck is she naked? I forgot. I haven't seen her so long. I'm like, yo, I forgot she's like naked like almost all the time. Yeah, but aside from that, like, comment, subscribe, and all that. I'm out.